Hello beautiful and sexy people, this is my dresser makeover video. In the background, in just a moment, you'll be able to see my dresser. I got it for really cheap. I think I got it at like a garage sale or something like that. Yeah, or Craigslist, something. So here's the things you're gonna need to make it over. First things first is your sander. And you're just gonna like sand the crap out of everything. Just, like sand it all. Including the drawers. You're gonna get the drawers. Although, do remember you will want to remove the knobs because I didn't originally, and yeah, it's gonna kind of mess them up. So do that, you know, be smarter than me. You wanna make sure you don't have to get like all of it off. You can pretty much just, you know, rough up the edge, get the majority of it off. It doesn't have to be like down to the raw wood for this one. Next, you're just gonna wipe everything off. It's gonna look kind of like it did before, but that's fine, just as long as like the varnish is off. It should be fine. And just make sure it's all clean, because if it's not clean, then the paint will not stick and you're gonna have a hard time, and yeah, you just don't want that to happen. The next thing is these containers, by the way. I really love them because if you're not using the paint, you can seal it and like, you know, reuse the paint that you would have otherwise thrown away. So these are the colors that I used. I used a light brown and I used also a darker color to kind of like offset the two tones. And then yeah, like they're just so perfect, and the lids fit back on, and it's good stuff. So for the outside, I believe I'm doing the darker paint for that, and I'm just kind of covering it all with one really even coat. The paint I have is really good, so I didn't need to do a second one. I'm also spray painting all of the like edges to give it that extra accent, which was nice. Then I decided to paint the inside of all of the drawers instead of lining them, which is a pain in the butt to do. I was going to use the spray paint to cover the knobs, and I decided I didn't like the way they looked, and they looked really like clownish, so I'm waiting to figure out what I'm going to do with the knobs. I'm probably just going to leave the knobs off. This is not the way you do this technique. If you want like the watercolor looking tops of your things, don't do it like this. You also want to drink some wine. Grab some wine. Yeah, do it. It's wine. And look how bad that looked. That looks so bad. So just wipe that off because it was water-based paint anyways. The whole palette was like $1.99. I got some acrylic paint, and I've never done this before, so this is kind of all a big experiment to see if I could accommodate, I don't know what I was trying to go for, drink more wine, because nothing sloppy looking was done while sober. It doesn't work. Alright, and then I just kind of like switched between using the like really watered down paint and like more water, and then just went to the different colors. I'd like slap the brush down to like get the splatters going, and then the reason why the blue didn't spread so much is because the thickness, like its density is different, and there's also the other paint that's already there, so it didn't spread too far, like same with the green. I thought that was kind of cool, so I didn't like go through and try to mix it more. This, don't do this. That turned out wrong. That turned out not good at all. Don't copy me on that. I'm sorry you had to see that. I tried to fix it, and I don't know. I'll try to do it later in another video. The whole image transferring, the wood like picture transfer thing that you see all over like Pinterest and stuff. Like, I'll try and figure out how that's properly done, because I didn't do it right, apparently. I think it was because I used pink ink instead of black, but whatever. And then I just kind of went through and was doing some henna. This is kind of like an off day for me. I really don't entirely like the way that I did the henna on this, but you know, just kind of keep going with it, and you really can't do wrong with henna, just as long as you like add a ton of detail. So this is the top of the dresser. The ink turned out really dark. I do recommend doing like a test area after you've watered everything down. I would have probably wanted to add some more like white to the colors. And I do plan on doing some more henna work just because I think it could use it, but at this point in time I'm really busy and I'm not going to be able to add that for maybe a couple of months. So I thought I would just kind of show you guys where it's at right now, and if you guys have any comments or questions or anything like that, go ahead and ask me down below. And if you guys like the video, please push that thumbs up because that's how I know that you want to see more videos. Well, peace out, you guys.